some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoffs, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run the option. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This is a designed run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. from the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense in the day.
The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much.
There he goes. Quick. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the move. It's Golden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Rush is on him. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So here they come going for it on fourth and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The option look. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be changing the route. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Pollock. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's up, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught behind the line. It's Golden. Oh, he's got some space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles.
He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Vincent. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They want to run this quarterback. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Bruins are on the move. Here comes the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll leave it with him. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Texas. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's frustrating as a defense because you've got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation. Trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Jukes his way for more. Got the first down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pollard. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop.
Turning it on. Oh, he's got a chance. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Golden. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Breaks into the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throws it back. Oh, they're after him. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
A designed run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good... It's a fumble! Recovered by the defense, and he's off!
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to you?
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And the Bruins in the hurry up. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a third down play. This quarterback part of their running game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running behind that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCLA.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Motion from the back. Now on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Daly. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to throw on 1st down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Secondary. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Now adjusting. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The Bruins enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,